Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. Just a little bit video. I'm busy sewing my sweater up. Busy sewing it up. Got the neck on, shoulders done, doing one sleeve there on. I'm going to put the other one on now. This sweater is very heavy. I'm going to pin I've got it all wrapped in the needles there. Now I've got to make sure I've got the right side, because it is a right and a wrong side to this, but I've got to make sure I'm putting the two right sides together to sew it up on the wrong side. I nearly did that on the on the other sleeve. That's the right side, the wrong side away from me, and the right side facing. So this is that is the right side of it. So that's the side I have to have down there. That's it. You can't tell because it is reversible, but I go by the rib. My cast on row has little bumps on one side and smooth on the other, and where the little bumps are on the very cast on edge, where the little bumps are, that is the wrong side. So I have to make sure that's the bumps. Yes, that's the wrong side. I should put a stitch marker really on the wrong side to make sure. That's, I never thought of doing that actually too, for on this pattern. And I have to pin it now as my pin's there. So I'm going to pin this sleeve and start sewing it on. I may even get it finished today, but I've had a lot of washing and that. I've been out hanging my washing out on the line, and you know, I went out first with my washing and I could feel slight, just very slight bits of rain, so I took my washing bag in again. Looking at it, didn't look like it's rain, so I went back out again, but it's very dull and overcast, and I hope it's not going to rain, because I've took a chance and went out and hung my washing out. I hope it doesn't start raining, or I'll just be leaving this and rushing out to get it in again. So I'm going to pin this all the way around the sleeve. You have to stretch a little bit, you know, when you set a sleeve in. You don't want it to fit perfect all the way around. You want the sleeve to have to stretch it a little bit to fit into that gap. Otherwise, if it fits in perfect, you could have a bumpy bit sticking up on the top. You want it smooth over the shoulders. So that's what I've had to do. I've had to stretch it just slightly. Nope, that's in, or a pin. And stretched it slightly so it fits into the space a little bit better. And this cardigan has been, no, sweater, sorry, has been a long time in the making. You see what I mean about having, you know, to stretch it? That is the gap, and that is the stitch marker there. Is if I just set it in carefully, that's where it goes, and I have that bit left, so I have to stretch it to fit that little bit. It's what I did with the other sleeve. There's a lot of people think that the sleeve cap, that's the cap part that goes all the way around there, you call it the cap. A lot of people think it has to be exactly the same size as the space it's going into, but it does not. It has to be stretched a little bit. Otherwise, it never looks right. And I have ends too here where I've joined in wool. I'm going to have to sort them out when I'm sewing around it. I have a bit there and a bit here. So that's two joins wool there I've had joined in, one on the back or the front, whichever part it is, and one on the sleeve here. And then I have that end where I finished on the sleeve. I have to work those ends in when I'm stretch that a little bit to fit. And if I get it finished today, I will put it on and I'll come back on and show you what it looks like. I didn't know if my son was coming up today to do. He's been doing things in my garden. I think he was going to start cleaning my patio for me. But I think he checks the weather, and if he thinks it's going to rain, he doesn't bother coming up. I think that's what's happened today, or we'd have been here by now. Because it is 20 to 3 now. But he only has until he starts a new job, and then he'll not be able to come during the week. He does work from home, but he won't have time to the time like he has now. So that is the sleeve set in all the way around. I just have to sew it up now. Find some, I'd had some odd bits of yarn. That's how much I did have left out of a ball. It's not much actually, probably about 15 grams or something like that left out of the ball. So I did have enough, just enough to finish it. But these I had little bits I'm keeping for, I kept just for the sew up. I want a nice long bit to see if I can get it all the way around the whole thing. I'll have to measure and measure it round to see what length I need. That's once round, twice round, and a little bit more. Hopefully I'll get all the way around the sleeve. I've got the needle in my mouth as usual. I'll thread the needle. It's a very long length. It's practically doubled. Oh, but I'll leave one end because I'm only doing one end. So I'll be pulling this right out when I'm sewing. I'll start off with this end and then take the stitch marker. I would put stitch markers in when I start the shaping on the sleeve because I don't cast stitches off on the sleeve at the start of the shaping. I just put a stitch marker in and just start decreasing. So I have to make sure I don't lose the stitch marker before I start for sewing it up, or I could be sewing it up from the wrong place. I'll stitch that round the needle a couple of times. That's that, and take that first pin out. That is now. But I do have one or two patterns to post, so I'm probably going to have to leave off and have a trip over the post office because I think I have about 3 orders patterns I've got all packed and ready to post, and I want to catch the post before the last pickup, which is 4:15. So I have until about 3:30. I'll wait until about 3:30, and I know I'll get there in time for the last post. And I am stitching the sleeve, and I'm doing a back stitch. Anyone doesn't know what a back stitch is? You put your needle in, bring it out, and when you put the needle back in again, you go behind the stitch that's just come out and come back in front of it. So you're back stitching all the time. And that is my preferred method of stitching things. A lot of people swear by, I think they call it mattress stitch. I have tried it, but it is not as easy as back stitch, and it's not as quick. I don't care what anybody says. I like the back stitch, and that's what I'm doing. You still get, even with the mattress stitch, you still get a thick seam on the other side. A lot of people like it because it lays flat, but when you do a back stitch, when I did this one, I just pulled it all apart like that and smoothed it and flattened it, and that flattened the seam down. And then when it's washed a couple of times, it flattens it down again. So that's all you need to do, really. But I think a back stitch is a lot easier than a mattress stitch. Anyone that likes mattress stitch and prefers mattress stitch, you go ahead and do what you want. I do what I want. So this is what I'll be doing for a little while, and I'm up to these parts here that are like where I've joined in yarn and that, but I'm just going to leave them long bits hanging. I'll work them in afterwards instead of trying to work over them while I'm sewing. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to stop to go over to the post office shortly, so I will come back with another video later and maybe let you see what the sweater looks like when it's finished. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all again. So bye for now.